Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today. And today we're going to talk about harsh truth about men that you should probably know and that will save you years of your life. Part 2. I did a part 1 and if you haven't seen it, I will link it below. The part 1 of harsh truth about men, and you loved it so much that you asked me to do a part 2. Because most women are not confused about men, they're confused about why their efforts isn't working. You gave your heart, your loyalty, your softness, and he still disrespects you, and he still doesn't treat you like a queen, and he still doesn't want to commit. In this video, I'm going to break down the next level of brutal truth because most women don't know how men function. And as I said in the first video, it's completely different from us. It's really two different planets. So I'm going to teach you today the kind of understanding that you only learn normally after the betrayal. You're going to be able to save years of your life with those kind of information. If you want to know more, keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, dating, seduction, anything to make you level up and become a high value woman. Improve yourself, have the relationship of your dream. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below, and also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. And also if you want to level up to the next level, join my Femme Fatale Siren course, the link is down below. I am obsessed with Femme Fatales. They are absolute elegance, femininity, and feminine power. They understand their value and they understand that they are the price and act accordingly. Every single one of you have a femme fatale inside of her that needs to be awakened. But at the moment, everything is on sale, 30% off. It's going to be a limited offer only for the summer, so take advantage of that. All the links are down below. Harsh truth number 1. Many men feel emasculated when a woman earns more even though they don't want to admit it. It's not that men don't want successful women, it's that they want the idea of someone being very educated, but in reality, when it's in a couple and when it's a woman that earns more than the men, they have a hard time handling that. A lot of people would think, no, it's okay, like couples nowadays, we're equal together, we're partners, it's a partnership. Men need to feel useful, they need to feel competent, they need to feel admired by their partner. And I have a lot of clients that are in that situation. They are highly successful women that make a lot of money and that have a very, very hard time to find partners. He feels that it chips away his masculinity, and it's very rare that couple where the woman earns more really are successful couples. It has to be really two people that are very, very self-aware, and a man that doesn't have a big ego also. It has to be really intentional to make sure that the woman is fully even more in her feminine energy. Harsh truth number 2, men are far more insecure than they let on. They're just better at hiding it. Underneath confidence, charm, and even sometimes arrogance, most men actually fear of not being good enough. They fear failure, they fear rejection, they fear losing control, but instead of expressing those emotions, they suppress them and they project them onto you. This is why some men will criticize the way you dress, or they will mock your dreams, or they will flirt with other women so that you feel small and you feel like he is the prize and not you. It's not power, it's insecurities in disguise. He doesn't feel good enough, so he makes you question if you are. This is why when you're a high value woman, when you take care of yourself, when you apply all of the advice that I give you, when you are truly leveling up and bring out all of their insecurities of not feeling good enough in front of you. And this is why you see a lot of men online criticizing women, saying, why do you want a rich man? Why do you want this? Why do you want a high value man? Or criticizing women for absolutely anything that women require. It is because it touches on their insecurities. They feel like they're not good enough in that case. So to cope with that insecurities, they're going to lash out onto the women. It's easier to make it seem like he rejected her instead of her rejected him. They're very afraid of rejection. Next we have, if he can emotionally abuse you without consequences, he will. Some men, I'm not saying all men, but some men don't accidentally hurt you. They test how far they can go with you. I did a video about that. I really encourage you to see it, about the fact that men test your boundaries and how to respond when men test you and test your boundaries. This is very important because if you stay silent, then he will do it again. He will think that he can even go further than this. If you stay silent, that means that you agree, that you're okay with how he's treating you. If you stay after gaslighting, silent treatment, or disrespect, he learns that he can do it again. because you're staying. Your action is what matters. Next harsh truth, men know exactly who to play with and who they have to step up for. Men can smell desperation from a mile away. They can sense your energy. That's why I'm all about energies. That's why all of my teaching is all about energy, confidence, aura, your like knowing your value. It has to be really in you, because men can smell when it's not the case from a mile away. And so when you don't value yourself, they won't value you as well. So they know that there's certain women they can play with and certain women you cannot play with. There's certain women that are wifey material, that are high value, that those women require a lot of investment. So if, for example, they are a player, or if they are not ready to settle down, they'll know that this one is super easy. I can use her for a bit. I can use her time. And they know that through your behavior and your boundaries and how you behave with him. So if you let him do whatever he wants, he can call you whenever he wants, he can invite you last minute, he can cancel plans and you're okay with it, basically treating you like an afterthought, not really like a priority, like Mr. Big in Sex and the City. I will never stop bringing that example. This is the perfect TV show to learn from, to not be a pick-me. Like, do the exact opposite of what Carrie Bradshaw was doing and you're fine. For example, they know exactly who is a Carrie Bradshaw and who is a Charlotte. Like Charlotte, you don't play with her and you can feel it. That's why Mr. Big never tried to go with her, because he's not the type of man that is very gentleman, that wants to settle down. Like, he immediately said to Carrie, I don't want to get married. At some point in the TV show, I think that Aiden was about to ask Carrie for marriage. And then you had Mr. Big saying to her, well, you're not the type of woman to get married, right? They profile you and they put you in boxes. When I talk to different men and things like that, just to get their opinion, they all say the same thing, that yes, they put women into categories. So the same men can act completely differently with two different women. And I invite you to see my video on how they see you is how they treat you. It's like the kind of different categories that men put you in. Next harsh truth, some men want the benefit of your femininity, but none of the responsibility of their masculinity. As I said, men don't care about wasting your time, and so sometimes they just want to use your feminine and they want your softness, your beauty, your nurture. It's just amazing to be around a beautiful woman that take care of you, right? But they refuse to lead, they refuse to provide and protect. So you cannot give the experience of a goddess when a man is showing up like a boy. A man is showing up like a boy. He doesn't want to provide. He doesn't want to do, he wants to do 50-50. He's not emotionally mature. He doesn't want to lead. He doesn't want to take decisions. He doesn't want to be masculine for you. Making you happy, being there for you. Then why are you giving him a goddess treatment? Why are you giving him your feminine, your nurture, your body? Next harsh truth, a man without discipline will always choose validation over respect. Some men are not driven by love or loyalty, they are driven by ego. The attention of other women feeds them more than the respect of the woman they claim to love. Without self-control and strong values, he will always chase the quick high of being desired over the long-term fulfillment of being trusted. Like, discipline is one of the most important criteria about a man. They have a lot of testosterone, so they have to release it in some way. They have to release it through working out and structure. They need structure, otherwise they will destroy themselves. That's why men are more inclined to destruction, like with alcohol and drugs and things like that. And some men will risk everything for 5 minutes of validation. Also, you have some men, they are obsessed with validation of other women. You have to be aware of that. If men are looking at a woman, you see that sometimes some men are very flashy and they're with their big fast cars and they want to impress everyone, and they want everyone to know that they are super rich and super powerful and super successful. And I don't know, I feel like those men are not the best type of men. Like, they're kind of peacocking. I don't think their values are set in the right place. A man that is more discreet, a man that is still hardworking, successful, gentleman and everything, but that is more discreet about it. He doesn't need to be loud about the money that he makes. He doesn't need to wear logos everywhere. He would still wear quality clothes, but it's not like so flashy and so outstanding and so like peacocking, almost like in a feminine way, right? It's kind of feminine to be super loud and to be there on Instagram and having a super aesthetic Instagram with your outfits and everything. I mean, it's kind of feminine, right? Like that's not attractive. So some men are very validation oriented. You have to be aware of that. I believe that you have some men that how they were raised and how they are, they're really the kind of men that would never even imagine to cheat on a woman. Okay, I know men like that. My partner is like that. And then you have some other men, they could have anyone with them and they would cheat on them. No matter the woman, they would cheat on them, right? They would cheat on everyone. Next harsh truth, men pay attention to how other men view you. Social proof affect attraction. If other men, and especially if other high status men admire you, it validates his choice. Like that means, okay, wow, she's highly desired, she's highly wanted. If you seem easy, too available, kind of low status type of behavior, he will mentally devalue you even if he keeps you around. So you need to protect your image. Your perceived value is shaped by more than your words, it's also your social presence. I talk a lot about that on my Femme Fatale Siren course. Those things are actually rooted in psychology. So if you're highly wanted, if other men look at you, that's why I always say like, always take care of yourself, always look good, always put a dress on, little lip gloss, little accessories. I always want to feel my best. The next harsh truth, men compartmentalize lust and love. Just because he sleeps with you doesn't mean he loves you. Men are biologically capable of physical intimacy without emotional involvement. For women, it's way harder than this. Like society wants to make us believe that we're also capable of just having casual intimacy without being emotionally attached. So hooking up with people without catching feelings, but that is not the case in reality. And our body is literally meant to bond with the person that we were produced with in case he's gonna be the father. But men, they can separate the two. He might enjoy your body while still seeing someone else. If he disappears after sex or only comes around for intimacy, he is in the lust box, not the love box. Next harsh truth, a man's true character shows when he doesn't get what he wants. It's easy to act sweet when everything is going on well, right? But the real test, and I invite you to have that for all of my ladies that are dating, the real test is how he handles disagreements, disappointments, rejection. If he suddenly, then after that, becomes cold, manipulative, rude, or ghosts you maybe, that was always in him. That is who he is. Boundaries reveal what attraction hides. So don't ignore the person he becomes when the answer is no. Next harsh truth, men remember how you make them feel, not what you said. The energy you bring, that's why I'm all about energy and aura and how you are, your vibe basically. The energy you bring leave a lasting imprint and way longer than the words you speak. Sometimes you can even say nothing and he will feel amazing in your presence, right? This is the power of body language, by the way, ladies. That's why I have a body language masterclass, because you can say absolutely nothing and with your body language make him feel a certain way that he's never felt before, make him feel so masculine with your feminine allure, and it's just like, oh my God, it's so irresistible. And this will have a way longer imprint than just having good conversation and what you talk about. And I have clients that I coach and I'm asking them sometimes about their body language and how they are, and I'm trying to mimic a date with them just to see how they are. And they're all about just talking and being in their head, right? And I want them to be in their body and be in their feminine energy. Like your softness, confidence, mystery, and emotional regulation create a sensory memory. That's what he craves for. Seduction happens in energy, not in conversations. Next, a man falling in love isn't the same as staying in love. The beginning is adrenaline and novelty, but real connection is tested after the chase, once the excitements fade. Only women who inspire respect, admiration, and emotional security remain irreplaceable. You have to not only focus on being desirable, focus also on being unforgettable after the chase. This is what I'm teaching you also in my Femme Fatale Siren course. You are unforgettable after the chase, before the chase, anytime, after the marriage, Like, it's an energy that you need to unlock inside of you. Next, we have most men don't fear losing you. They fear you replacing them. They don't really panic when you cry and when you feel bad. They panic when you go silent or when you go with another man. Like, they fear the fact that, oh, another man is going to give her what I can't give her. They're very competitive by nature. So the threat of another man taking you away or stealing you or being better than him is the thing that would crush him the most. That's why the best revenge is just to be happy without them. Actually, your absence teaches more than your presence ever could. Next, men don't care about how much you help them. They only stay when they feel admired. You could support his dream, you could pay the bills, you could be like helping him in every way possible, but if he doesn't feel respected, he will still leave. Like the first wife, kind of, that helped him and that did everything for him, sacrificed herself while he was building himself. At the same time, these type of sacrifices will make her be more masculine, right? And it's not her fault. It's because when a woman is not in an environment that make her feminine energy flourish and feel soft and she is overwhelmed, she's going to be in her masculine energy. That is just how it is. But then the men will feel like, okay, she's not feminine with me, she doesn't respect me, she's kind of yelling at me, always nagging, always being annoying, even though she supports him and she's there. But in a way, she helps him, but he doesn't care about that. And that is why you see those kind of men then cheating on with other women that will be like all innocent and feminine and blah, 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 because they didn't go through all of those hard years. Right? That is the second wife, right? Like the second wife is always super feminine and super girly because she can now rest, and then he will prefer her because she makes him feel like a man. In his head, he would still maybe feel grateful for the fact that she was here all those years, but emotionally he will feel like, I'm not attracted to her, right? Because she doesn't make me feel like a man. So if not because you help a man, that he will appreciate it. Next harsh truth, men take longer to process breakup because they delay feelings. Have you noticed women feel the pain of a breakup immediately and process this really, really fast? Like, and then we can move on, get better, go to the gym, glow up, feel like a goddess again. Men kind of numb themselves through distractions. It's not like they don't feel anything, it's that they're trying to distract themselves. Or they kind of rebound relationships, but one day, usually too late, like 6 months after maybe, it will hit them. And that's when they reach out again. But that's when you already healed though. Don't wait for his delayed realization and leave him to his lesson. Next harsh truth, men get bored of women who don't evolve. Staying the same may feel safe, but it becomes predictable. As I said, the femme fatale is kind of unpredictable. Men love that. They love adrenaline, so they love unpredictability. And the feminine mystique is built on growth, transformation, and surprise. He actually stays addicted to a woman who keeps reinventing herself, who keeps improving herself. Be the storm he never finished chasing. Final harsh truth, men don't leave women who elevate them. If he feels like a better man around you, if he feels truly masculine, as I said, if he feels like he can lead and be respected and admired, he's more focused, he's more confident, he's more grounded, he's probably healthier as well, and he will protect that energy. You will become irreplaceable in that case. You need to inspire his best self, not by fixing him, but when you inspire him through your feminine energy, through you being the highest version of yourself, that does inspire him. You becoming more feminine, more high value, goddess walking around the house, then he's like, wow, I need to step up. I need to make more money, I need to get better physical shape, I need to do this and that. Like, he will feel inspired to be on your level. Thank you for watching, my beautiful darlings. I hope you liked it and I hope it was really helpful for you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know you loved the first part of the harsh truth, and these are so interesting. We can even do a series on this. Like, it's just very interesting to debate on top of it those harsh truths in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe down below and also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. And until next time, I'm giving you a lot of beautiful kisses, my darlings, and I love you all. Mwah. Stay fabulous.